You know how we get down on the Woo Pig podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the big sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, podcast, podcast, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out the fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support live, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, woo, pig, woo.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Woo Pig Podcast, where we're talking about Arkansas Razorback football and basketball every day, but specifically Monday, Thursday, and Saturday post game. Tap in with us, subscribe if you haven't, like the video, hit the bell icon to be notified when we drop another video. I want to give a special shout out to Miss Janet in Wichita, Kansas. Thank you for watching us. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next episode. But you know who I got in the building?
Hey, yo, you got your boy G Holmes in the building, aka Big Sexy. Somebody still hollering for me.
Oh my God.
And returning as always.
Hey man, y'all know who it is. They call me the bad little brother, but I might be the Woo Pig mascot the way these waves busting tonight. But you
This
know
guy.
what we do, man.
Hey man,
What
you
it
the
do,
only,
Woo Pig family?
you the
What
only
it
one here
do,
with hair,
baby?
man.
I know, right? What are you talking about?
Man, count your blessings, man. Count your blessings, bro.
Hey, man.
I'm
Hang
enjoy
on
it while
to
it
it.
lasts.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Man, how
Absolutely.
y'all doing tonight, man?
Man, we good, man. My Bears winning right now, so I'm good right now.
I forgot them scrubs was playing.
Yeah, man. We in here, man. We winning tonight. Don't mean we gonna win, but we winning right now. So hey,
Who
I'm
y'all
in the
playing?
Oh,
Washington Commanders.
y'all
So-
better if y'all win that, man, just throw everybody away.
Hey man,
Yeah.
we getting the first and the second pick in the NFL draft this year, man. That's what it is, man. Because we got two
Yeah.
picks, Carolinas and ours, so we just gonna keep it moving.
Keep
But
it
hey,
pushing.
Please send Justin Fields to my Steelers, man. We need some hope. We need something.
Man, y'all
God.
better ride with Pickett, whatever his name is.
Mm, feeling it.
Well, man, we here, man. We talking about these Hogs. We talking about
Bruh.
these Miss Rebels. Hey, back for another game, week 6. Hopefully we gonna do a little bit better this week. But hey, let's jump right into it, man. Let's talk about it, man. First off the top, man, we got Arkansas's winning the series 37-29 in a tie. We 8-6 in Oxford. 5 out of the last 8 games been decided by 4 points or less. Man. So,
Man.
what y'all thinking about this matchup this weekend, man?
Scary.
I don't know, man. You know, I like to say every time we play, Ole Miss, it's always a good game. Just like it's a good game with, LSU. We just been getting the short end, man. We just ain't been, we just haven't capitalized on, finishing out these good games. So hopefully we can finish out a good game this week.
Yeah.
So-
To piggyback off of that, man, it's one of those games. It's just like the LSU game. Somehow we make this a game every year, whether we post to or we not. So hopefully we come out and we give one of them legendary fights. We going to KJ's home, basically his home city. It's like, I believe, 20 minutes away from where he's from. So, man, KJ always seem to play his best games here. So give me a little hope.
Yeah. I think they'll be all right, man. Ole Miss. Let's just talk about the actual factuals. How about that, man?
Let's do it.
Let's talk about that, man. Offense. Let me move this off the screen. Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, on offense, this is what we working with. The Hogs, we scored 33.6 points a game. Ole Miss scored 44.6. We get 342 yards a game. They get 517.
They slanging that thing.
Yes,
Oh, my
sir.
goodness.
215 yards passing, 336 for Ole Miss. We get 126 yards rushing, 100, and they get 180 yards rushing.
Man,
We convert for third downs to get a first down at 44% of the time. They at 40%.
that's because they ain't got many third downs.
Yeah, that could be possible. That could be the fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if this is right. I may have gotten this mixed up because I don't think they allow 2.4 sacks a game, I want to say. But we definitely allow 3.6. We got 5 turnovers, and they have 3. So that's the offense. That's what they looking like on offense. Now, what they looking like on defense, though?
Defense. So the Razorbacks are allowing 25. The defense so far has allowed that was 25 points a game, and then Ole Miss is at 24. So we're almost pretty close there. But these yards, though, man, we're allowing an average of 339 yards, and they're allowing 400 yards. So you can get them a little bit. That's some of the things that I was looking at. They're gonna give up the ghost too. So it's a shootout with them. They're not gonna stop you, but they're gonna be putting up some yards too. They're gonna be putting some wind under the skin. So our DBs are gonna have to be ready. Passing yards, 227 for the Razorbacks and 263 for the Ole Miss Rebels. Rushing, we are only rushing at an average of 112 yards. I mean, allowing 112 yards, and then they're giving up 145. Third down conversions. Now, this right here, we are stopping them 40% of the time, and they're stopping 43% of the time. Our defense is getting 2.8 sacks, and their defense is getting 3.4. And overall this year, the Razorbacks have caused 11, and Ole Miss has created 7 fumbles. So the tail of the tape is really not that far apart, even though we are just not putting up the points that we need to put up. The tail of the tape is relatively close. I don't see anything that just dramatically just says, oh, on paper, this defense should be winning or this offense should be winning. So I think it's just going to be a matter of execution.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing that jumps
Before
out to me, go ahead, DZ.
No. You go ahead because I got a tying together point for it.
All right. One thing that jumps out to me is they allow 145 yards rushing.
They do. We can't get it. That's the thing.
But they allow 145. So that tells me, and then they allow 263 passing.
Yeah.
Dude, they giving up some stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But can we get it? That's the bogey.
Well,
So
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
say
ahead,
this
Deezy.
though. The only scary thing about looking at those defensive numbers and even the offensive numbers is they started with some competition. Like this isn't though you gotta almost skew those numbers just because they already played Bama. So Bama is in those numbers. LSU is in those numbers. When they played Tulane, I want to say Tulane was a pretty good team early in the season. So I mean, even though it might look like on paper, like, oh man, their defense really ain't doing too good against the competition, it's actually not as bad as it could be. So I just want to lay that tidbit of information out there just because they've played against some really good teams. So, a lot better competition than we have, I feel like, up to this point.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I feel you. I want to give a shout out to Rain, man. Says, I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan, and I ran across this page. Now I can't stop watching. Love your show. Man, salute to
Shout
you,
out
Rain,
to you.
man. Thank you
appreciate
very
it, bro.
much.
man.
Thank you for tapping in, man, and watching the show and kicking it with us. Even though he's a Hurricane fan, now that's saying something, man.
Yeah.
That just tells me, hey, we got some good production over here. That's all I'm saying.
That's good. That's good content right there. That's all it is. We appreciate it, Rain Man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, and as y'all know, man, super chats get precedence. We definitely gonna read all those. Salute to your boss hog, man. We appreciate the super chat.
Boss Hog.
The Hogs have a top 50 defense, the best in almost 10 years. But why come it don't look like it though?
Yeah.
It just don't look like it.
Top 50? I mean, top 50. I mean, how many D1 schools are there? You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of them.
I want
I
to say it's
mean-
like 131 or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that puts us in, I mean, a top 50, that's decent. But 50? You know what I'm saying?
If anything, that let you know how bad we've been in the past. If we excited
Facts.
about that, you know. What I'm
Yeah, if
saying?
we're excited about being in the top 50,
Yeah.
I need to be in the top 25. I mean, I think top 25 is a good place to be on offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, I mean, I was thinking about this, man. And, if we gonna beat Ole Miss, what do you guys think about? What would be our keys to victory? How can we beat Ole Miss? We're gonna start with you, G.
To beat Ole Miss, number one, from the offensive side of the ball, we got to open up the playbook early. We got to be aggressive with our play calls. You got to be definitive with those plays. Get them in and let KJ, try his best to manage that offense and, put some hurry up in there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to catch this defense off guard because you're going to be at home. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rowdy. So we're going to have to be clicking on all cylinders. Defensively, well, for me, the biggest thing defensively is we have to be sound on our corners. Our cornerbacks are going to have to be, really, really paying attention to their fundamentals this week. Because if not, it's going to be barbecue chicken alert. Because that quarterback puts wind under the skin, I'm telling you. So those are my two keys: being definitive on offense, be aggressive, and just playing fundamentally sound defense.
DZ, what say you?
Man, it's so many ways I want to answer this question, but I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna take a realistic approach because I want to say we're gonna have to run the ball well, but we haven't seen anything that can justify me saying that. I want to say we're gonna have to beat them with big plays and some type of shootout, but considering the way our offense been looking, I can't really say that either. So the one thing that I feel like we truly will have to do, we're gonna have to sustain long drives, keep them off the field as much as possible. Especially because looking at their past games, this is a second half team. Like you might have them down the entire first half, but if they get a second half and your defense is tired from all the 3 and outs that we usually do, they gonna get to throwing it all over us. And I love the way they running back run. It's really crazy because the top 3 projected quarterbacks in the SEC was Jackson Dart, who we playing, KJ, and Jaden Daniels from LSU. And Jackson Dart has been proven, it seemed like he number 1 right now, the way he been playing. And then the number 1 and number 2 preseason running backs was Judkins, who we about to play, and then Rocket Sanders. And man, even though Judkins been a little banged up here and there, but just if you just look at the tape on how he run, man, it's really amazing. So I'm not gonna really put too much on the defense against Lane Kiffin. That offense is where we're gonna have to win this game. We're gonna have to sustain long drives, run that clock down, and get our defense as much rest as possible because it's gonna be a long day for him if not.
Hey man, you almost took my keys to victory, man, and I know you didn't see this. But you said,
Great.
That's crazy.
Great minds think alike, baby.
Hey man, wow.
My keys to victory, man. We gotta control the clock. You said that. We gotta keep the offense on the field, run some clock. We gotta keep that offense on the sideline. My second key, we gotta keep KJ clean, man. We gotta keep him on up. We gotta keep him without getting a whole bunch of sacks. That's gonna fall on the offensive line, and Dan Enos calling the right plays. And also the defense gotta get off the field on third down. They can't give up the first down. They gotta get off the field. And I know that's gonna be so hard to do against these boys, man, because they electric, man. I watched the LSU game and I'm like, man, these dudes is just the simple play. The play calling was just phenomenal, man. And I was just like, man, these dudes they just look different, man. They just look different. So we gotta keep them boys off the field, man. So that's just my keys, man. We gotta keep them off the field, man.
And one of the things, just to kind of touch on what you were talking about too, about those sacks. So I need KJ to not hold on to the ball as long. If the pocket is collapsing, hey man, throw that zone up into the first row. Don't continue to back up and take sacks, because negative yardage plays. You know, I think it was the game against I think it was A&M, or maybe it was a BYU game, that 40% of his plays were for negative yards. So we can't have that. We cannot have 40% of the plays go for negative yards. So that's just what I want. Okay, it was A&M. Yeah, 40% was for negative yards. We cannot have that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, so now that we done ran across that, man, my thumbnail was a question, man. It was kind of a question. I hope you guys got the reference. But I'm gonna ask this question, man. If we get blowed out, I mean, we get mollywop. Is it time?
Heard that word. I ain't heard that word in a long time. Mollywop. I like it.
Scary.
Is it time to shoot the deuces at Sam Pittman, man?
Nah, sadly, no.
Hey man, we lose this game, we stand 2-5 in the face. Remember that.
I mean,
don't just. It's not singular. This is not a singular game right here, bro. We lose this game, we stand 2-5 in the face going to Tuscaloosa, and I can promise you, you lose this game, you have forgotten how to win. You've lost 4 straight. You're gonna be on that plane coming back home. It's gonna be quiet on the plane. I can promise you. Don't nobody play no music. There won't be no turning the jukebox on. I can promise you that.
I mean, when you look at like the Hogs are cracking big time, bro. DZ, you brought this to our attention earlier today. That boy Dan Enos out here bickering with college kids about his play calling, bro.
Yeah. DZ, tell us about it.
Embarrassing, man. So, so this all started with, after the Texas A&M game, it was a couple of random accounts from Arkansas students saying that they had real emails from Dan Enos arguing about the game and certain play calls he had. So, of course, Arkansas media not going to take that seriously. Like, no way an offensive coordinator is really out here doing this, especially from his actual email with his name on it. And after doing further research, basically it was confirmed from multiple sources that this man really was arguing hours after the game. They ain't even probably made it back home to Arkansas yet. And he on his laptop emailing players back, saying crazy stuff like, what would you have called? And man, you should apply to be a coach and all this. Just the most embarrassing stuff that you would never expect to see as a fan, truly. It was embarrassing, man. It was degrading. It was sick, dog.
Personally, I think he did it on purpose because he want to get up out of here. Because he see, hey, this is not the good look for me. This is a terrible situation. So I'm gonna do what I can to get up out of here.
You think? I mean, you okay? You think that a guy is willing to take a L halfway through the season?
A real person would think about it. What's gonna happen to me if I email some college kids about my play calling and telling them to do this and telling them to do that? What does he benefit by doing it? Because he know it's gonna bring the smoke, and he know that the Hogs don't want the smoke. As a team, they don't want the national media looking at them like these dudes out of control.
And then you got to think about the even deeper aspect of the fact that our head coach was just preaching to the team and deleted his Twitter that we should not be responding. We shouldn't even be looking at outside noise. Like, imagine it. Imagine you having imagine your boss literally coming out of his office and being like, hey, y'all, I'm finna delete my social media. I advise y'all to do the same. We not gonna read into nothing that they saying right now. And for the next game, your offensive coordinator, the person right underneath you who having the most problems, the worst performance, goes out and does something like this. I think you might be right, OD, because no sane person could be doing something like that. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude contract is 1.1 milli.
Hey, they probably gonna have to pay him anyway.
I don't think they got buyouts in Nate Johnson.
Man, look here. No person that wants to keep their job does that. It's like the person who's at work and they say, they better not fire me. I'll burn this junk down.
They better not fire me.
They better not fire me. That dude that's sitting around talking noise at work, he wants to get fired because he's tired. He's tired of it. He's begging you to fire him. Better not fire me. Bro, he want to get fired. He wants to leave. He wants you to fire him. He wants you to fire him so he can get his unemployment. Dan Eno's trying to get his unemployment. He's trying to get up out of here. That's why he did it. It's no other reason why you would do that. You know what's going to happen.
It's crazy, y'all. I
can't believe we having this
Arkansas
kind of
and scandals. Come on, man. Just Arkansas scandals, Arkansas and program problems. It's just a thing that'll never leave, it seems like every season is something new. It's a new debacle, and it's really sad. It make you hopeless as a Hog fan, truly. Because what the players gonna think about this? What they talking about in the locker room right now?
I know, right?
I mean, I'm sure that those players are not. They can't just go out and talk to the media. They can't come on the Woo Pig podcast and just have a whole conversation with us and talk about how much they hate the season and how much these fans get on my nerve. That's basically what he did.
Facts.
Y'all some stupid idiots. And I'm gonna tweet y'all and I'm gonna email and tell you. It's like Dan Eno's coming on the Woo Pig podcast and say, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Everybody got time for come on.
Yeah. But the players are talking to somebody. I can promise you. They talking to somebody in their circles. Because you can't stop me. You can't stop me from talking to somebody.
Right.
You might be able to stop me talking to a media source or an outlet. But you can't stop me from talking just, to my friends and my family. That's what you can't do.
I agree 100%. But Dan Enos, though, he up here when it comes to Arkansas Athletic, the football team.
Facts.
He's not just a rando player who ain't getting no playing time because he just may not be good enough to get on the field, or maybe he's in the doghouse. He is the person that looks at Joe Blow on the bench in practice and be like, yo, give me him. He is like in control. Yeah. He's like the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No lies detected.
Dude want to get fired, man. He wants to get his walking papers, man.
I promise you.
Get him.
Hey, I promise you.
Hey,
if he loses,
Jake Johnson just put a comment in. Can you put that on the screen? Jake Johnson, latest comment. It's at the very bottom. He's talking about all the scandals we have, man. That's crazy. Every regime at Arkansas has had a scandal. Shout out Jake Johnson, man. That's a long time fan.
Yep.
Yeah, Petrino scandal, Brett drinking problem, Chad robbing us, and now Eno's getting arguing with 20-year-olds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's sad.
man,
It's
that's
bad
bad.
out here.
man.
Dang, that I can't even really. I can't defend none of it. I can't do. I can't defend none of that, man.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, let's get back on this game and these players, man. I'm getting sad over here, dog. I don't even want to like. Enos, you know better, dog. You know better.
Mm-hmm.
So DZ, you said we don't fire Pittman if he get beat down by 1 billion points. If it's 50 to 7, we gonna still ride with him. G, you said refresh me on what you said, G.
I say, I mean, if we lose this game, we're 2-4. We're staring 5-2 in the face because then we go to Tuscaloosa next weekend. Let's not forget that. And with what we've seen in the last 4 games since BYU, ain't been nothing to say, man, we got an opportunity to beat Alabama. So we 5-2. I can promise you the phones will be ringing off the hook in the athletic department. I can promise you that. Yurachek ain't getting no sleep. So
I think the phones are already ringing, but the only reason why I say they don't fire Pittman after this loss is because I think everybody expected to be real. I think if this is a close game and we lose, we almost take that as this fan base. Like, if they don't blow us out, I would be surprised, to be real. Like, I don't see our offense magically fixing it. I don't see our defense being able to handle our offense being terrible and then being like, this is Lane Kiffin we talking about. This is the greatest play caller in college football outside of Lincoln Riley at USC, probably. Like, Kiffin has been known for this since he left Bama himself. So, man, if these boys don't blow us out and it's a close game, I'd be happy with that. But if they blow us out, I think we all expect it. They're going to let Pittman finish the season out, and then we probably going to have to clean house, to be real.
Dr. Dre asked this question: is it possible to fire everybody but T. Williams? Well, most
That's
times,
what I've been saying.
not unless they promote him to head coach, because most times head coaches hire their own staff.
Yep, he fired too. That's the only thing about it. You can have a great position coach and his boss get fired. Hey man, y'all clean out y'all locker too. They fired us. That's what they came and say. Hey man, we got fired. No, you got fired, man. I just ain't got no job no more.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's looking scary out here, especially like OD said. The way them boys played against LSU, they looked bro. Their quarterback huddled somebody on this one. I mean, I said hurdled somebody on this one play so beautifully. And he not even a running quarterback like that. Like, he just started running really this year. Like, Jackson Dart is a passer of the ball. When I say he can throw that thing anywhere, he putting it on the money. And to see him start to, so the thing about their offense that nobody really knows is they kind of did the opposite of us. So how we went from RPO to like a pro style, they kind of went from a pro style to more of a RPO. We're going to use our running backs a little more this season type deal. So to see that quarterback just pick it up and excel the way he is, and then see what KJ doing on the other side, it's disheartening at the least.
Yeah. Let's not forget that that's his first year in the offense too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For all you people that's, talking about we tough on KJ, it's his first year. Man, it's a lot of people's first year in offenses that's picking it up and slanging that thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I ain't throwing shade, but I'm growing a big tree.
So if let's say if KJ having a bad game, I'm talking
Chris
about
Webb. I already know.
Do we put him in the game?
Yes.
You got to. You have to. Like, if KJ can't perform at home, and you got to understand, KJ best game ever might have been that 2021 game at Ole Miss. I think he had like 3 touchdowns, 320 something yards. KJ was every time he come home, he ball out. If KJ don't ball out this game, it's truly over with. Something got to give. It's over.
Mm. Hey, if it's a game that we don't see that we're gonna be able to win, I want to see what Chris Well can do. I just want to see him out there on the field.
I want to see him.
Yeah, I mean because
Box, Box, where you at? You heard what OD just said?
I don't know where Box at tonight.
And we might as well put him in the game if we ain't. If we getting beat down, I mean, it's no point in him not playing. Sam Jack got an interesting question though. Who do we get if we fire Pittman?
Hey man, I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you who. I'm gonna answer this question.
I don't even care.
I don't care.
I'm gonna answer this question. And I got this. I had a conversation with the I forgot his name. I'm gonna call him Aaron Hall. He called in a few times. We talked to him. Everybody thought he was drunk. For some reason, he just talks kind of crazy on the when he's live on the radio. I don't know why, but he gave me some couple of pointers, and I'm gonna bring them out. He said the number one coach in NCAA history is in the SEC, and the number 2 coach in NCAA history is also in the SEC. He asked me to guess who it was, and if you had to guess, G and DZ, who would you say it was? Comments, tap in. Who's the number 1 and number 2 coach in the history?
Like most winningest?
Most winning, yeah, that's what I want to say.
And talking about in Arkansas history?
Nah, in NCAA football history.
Oh, NCAA.
They both in the SEC right now.
Nick Saban and Brian Kelly.
That's what I would say. Nick Saban and Brian Kelly.
Who's number 1?
Brian Kelly. Added from
I'm gonna
USC.
say Nick Saban.
I'll say Brian Kelly.
So he said, if you got the number 1 and number 2, won't you look for the number 3? And who's number 3?
He already.
I'm gonna have to say who you going with, G? Because I'm thinking old boy from Ohio State. What's his name? Or maybe Lincoln Riley. Or no. Or is it Harbaugh in Michigan? Or are they all in the SEC? Ain't no way all 3 of them in the SEC. It can't be Lane Kiffin. Please don't tell me it's Lane Kiffin.
The number 3 ain't got a job right now.
What?
He ain't got a job right now.
Oh boy, that was with Tebow.
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
But they didn't. No one likes him. But that's good.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't got.
But that's what I'm saying.
I want to win.
That's what I'm saying. No one likes Urban Meyer, and I said that because I always say nice guys don't keep jobs.
Right. So
I always said that. No one likes him.
He ain't working right now. Hey, Urban, you want to come back coach college football? He probably do, because the NFL is done. They will never hire him in the NFL. So he might as well come to college. If he can resurrect Arkansas Razorbacks and be in the national championship, bro, he can be Bobby Petrino for all I care. All is forgiven. I don't care. I don't care what you did in the pros. Nick Saban was trash in the pros.
He was
just terrible.
He didn't last long at all.
He didn't even last a year. He quit.
That's true. But I know somebody that's Urban Meyer's like with a little less baggage that I think we could possibly get. And somebody just put him in the chat. Cliff Kingsbury. He was with the Arizona Cardinals. He ain't look too hot, but he was the offensive coordinator when at Texas A&M when they had Johnny Football. And he was who else? And he coached Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. So I think Cliff Kingsbury might need to get a call ASAP.
I don't know.
And he young too. He young. He got that energy. He not no yes sir, no sir. He cuss. He get after it. And I know he gonna recruit like crazy.
I don't know, man. We read this super chat, man. Shout out to Boss Hog. Do the football team disband for 5 years and then come back?
Hey,
let's take a break.
I know, right? I had no program on the hill for 5 years. Go put ourselves on a sabbatical.
All Oh man, shout out to you, Boss Hog. We appreciate the super chat, bro.
Full sanctions. You hear me?
Self-implied sanctions.
You hear me?
Man,
Oh man.
Hog
Oh,
Wild.
that,
Nah,
Biz
as a hog.
say Miles.
Who
Les
less?
Les
Oh,
Miles.
man, I ain't feeling that.
I don't want no more older coaches. I'm gonna keep it real.
Say it in the mic. We can't hear you.
I don't want no more. My bad. I was pouring my drink, but I don't want no more older coaches. Like we need some young energy. I don't want to hear no more. Y'all, well, I don't want to hear no more of that, man. We need some young energy, but not too young, not Chad Morris, whatever that was. But just, I don't know, man. We need a guy up there. Like, that's how, I don't know.
The Hog Wild podcast says go get Gus Malzahn. I ain't feeling that one. I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
I say Cliff, man.
Man, I'm saying go get Urban Meyer, man. Forget all this. I'll take Urban, bro. Cliff,
I'd take Urban. I don't think Urban would take us, to be real. Like,
why not?
He spent too much time at Florida, man. That's his love. If he gonna go back to the SEC, he going back to save Florida.
Bruh. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury for the simple fact when he was the coach at A&M, they was always trash. They had Mahomes and they never could win because they had no defense. Now if he came here and be he used to coach Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
Ah, Texas Tech. Okay.
What did I say?
A&M.
My bad.
But he was
Texas
at A&M
Tech.
too. Yeah.
He coached Texas Tech.
But imagine what kind of recruits we'd get out of Texas. He a Texas legend. Like, man.
Legend? You gonna put that
as
on
far as coaching? Yeah. I mean, you coach Patrick Mahomes and Johnny football. You can't talk about the last 10 years of college football without saying those names. So he one of those coaches that he might not be the best when it comes to following rules. He kind of like Petrino. He gonna let the guys do their thing. Like, hey, if you a gunslinger, do that. If you want to be drunk 3 hours before practice, but you're gonna come in the game and go crazy, do that. And I think we need to go ahead and let it loose. I'm sorry. All these stand-up guys is getting beat down.
Well, man, we ain't gonna hold man, I done moved some stuff around today. My stuff ain't in the normal place. We about to open it up. We about to
release the hogs. We about to open up the hog pen.
Hey, man, everybody like, subscribe, and share, man. We really love doing this, and we appreciate y'all. Like, let's get some flavor in here.
Boy, Wes White said we need to hire Lovie Smith. Boy, that defense will be the defense will be good, but the offense will be trash.
Man.
Trash. So
it's
the link
today.
Hey, the link is in the comments.
Yep, the link is in the comments. It's already there.
Hey, Box said he on his way home from Valonia. He had to do some work today.
So yeah, we need somebody, fam. Urban Meyer, not a bad pickup either. And I man, we might as well bring him. Anybody want to come up and kick it with us? You definitely welcome to. The link is in the description. No, the link is in the comments. I always say that, man. The link is in the comments. I'm gonna put it up there again just in case you didn't get it. You can come up and kick it with us. I want to know how you feel about if Pittman gets blowed out. Is it time to move on?
Yeah. What's gonna be the temperature on the hill come Monday morning?
So
we want to know.
We want to know. Is it time?
I say in time, but they not gonna do it.
Come on, Hog Wild. Man, we ain't seen you in a while, man. Come kick it with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody, and also, hey, if you want to, let me hit the little button. There's another option out there too. If you don't want to be on the screen, but you just want to call in and chop it up with us. Hey man, there go the phone number. Make sure you text first though.
Hey, Saturday is a 6:00 game. Are y'all going to be live after the game? Absolutely.
We going live, baby.
Absolutely. And now, Jake Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, We will do a post game. You can believe that. Me and DC gonna be down in Oxford, and but we will definitely do a post game after this game. You can believe that. What up, Biz? I see you in the comments, man. The BIZ, aka Randy Coleman.
Let's take a look at some of these comments, man. Since don't nobody want to come up and kick it with us, they scared. They're scared tonight. Don't nobody want to call in.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's just
everybody
trolling.
was mad.
Yeah, everybody's just trolling. They just trying to see what somebody else gonna say. That's cool. Whoopee podcast. We trying to give y'all somewhere to say it.
Everybody on Google looking for new coaches. That's
what they doing. Hey man, shout out to DJ Sparky, man. I know you're gonna be listening to it at work. Put that Randy Coleman on the screen right there, right above Wes White. A fired coach, 3 more years of rebuilding. In today's win now college game, are our fans ready for that? The reality is top tier coaches are not running to Arkansas.
Why
I can't even argue. I don't know why not. So basically, what he's saying is you got 3 years. If you fire Pittman this year, we talking about 2028. That's what we talk about. We talking about 2028. Before
I want to argue that.
Well, okay, whoa. I know what you're gonna say, but in the age of the portal, the program around in 1 year, but you gotta have somebody that can bring those guys in.
Exactly. It's all about the right guy. Cause look at Musselman. Did anybody expect that? No. Like I hate this notion, and I started to feel like that too, y'all. I promise I was guilty. You could go back some episodes. I was probably singing the same song. I used to think, man, we got to do another rebuild. Man, who want to come here? Bro, it's going to take that one hungry guy who take this job like it's his life. And they got to have the energy. They got to have the connections. That's true. But if we get that right person, I promise we can do it. We just lost hope because we done failed 3-4 times in a row. But I'm telling y'all it can happen. If Musselman can bring in 5 stars by the boatload, we'll be all right. But I hear somebody calling.
Yeah, but the problem is this program is froze, bro. I don't know what's going. Yeah, it did it again, man.
We're going too crazy, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but I think we can. It's gonna have to take somebody like that. It's gonna have to take somebody that's. It's gonna be out of the box type of coach because
there we go.
I mean, this, like you say, DZ, this we're gonna watch some film and we're gonna do our best, and man, I need to see somebody. I want to see the coaches to where when you made mistakes on the field, they ran you till you throw it up. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, what up, bro?
What it do, man?
What up, fellas? What up, man? Sorry, it took me so long to jump on, man.
That's good, man. How you been doing, bro?
Man, I've been chilling, man. Still trying to recover from that trash game I went to at AT&T.
Oh, Dallas.
Oh,
man.
Bruh.
I'm sorry you had to sit through that, bro.
Bruh, it was terrible, man. I mean, I've literally never seen such a stagnant offense in my life, man. Our defense tried to hold us together as much as they could, but that offense was tragic, bro. I've never seen anything like it, man. I really don't know where we go. I don't know where we go this weekend. I mean, I don't know what happened between LSU and Texas A&M. They stopped moving KJ in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? They didn't move him at all in this A&M game. I guess they didn't think A&M's defensive line was up to par like LSU's was. But to be honest with you, they may have a better defensive line than LSU.
And the tape showed that. That's the craziest part. I remember watching tape on A&M before we even played them, and I'm like, bro, they bring in the house. Like they gonna bring
Mm-hmm.
random linebackers. They defense getting pressure, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like we closed the playbook back up after the LSU game, and I just can't get
Bro,
it, dog.
I agree, and I don't know. I don't know what Dan Enos is thinking, to be honest with you, because if we don't put up points this weekend, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Like
Mm.
Ole Miss is gonna run us out of that stadium, point blank, period. And at that point, Sam Pittman needs to start packing up his bags, and he needs to start trying to figure out how to sell that house at Lake Hamilton, because he will not be welcome. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
sad, dog. That is definitely a fact, man. We gotta. I mean, I hate if we lose. I gotta buy an Ole Miss shirt and wear it, and I gotta take a picture in it. And OD
Hey,
gonna
man.
put it on the reaction, the overreaction. Well, I might not have it by then, but I I'm gonna have to put an Ole Miss shirt on for the first time in my life.
Hey,
So
hey, my nephew just graduated from Ole Miss this past May, and my wife got her undergrad from Ole Miss, so we got beef.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
it's some
Yeah,
smoke
we
in the
got
house.
yeah, we got beef in this household, man. We don't do Ole Miss because my son he's 4, so he hadn't been to a Razorback game yet, but he always see me watching the game and he see me with my Razorback stuff on, and I'm always talking about Woo Pig and teaching him how to do the hog call. Um, and every time I say Woo Pig, my wife will be like hotty toddy, and I'm like, we don't do
Oh,
hotty toddy in this house.
Oh
I know,
no.
right? We ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, we don't do hotty toddy in this house. We don't do that. But my question to y'all is this: I know y'all were talking about earlier which coaches would be the best fit or who would be available. But my question is, who do y'all think Hunter Yurachek has on speed dial?
Mm.
That's a good question.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, okay, go ahead, DZ.
I guess I'm gonna just say I don't really got a clear cut answer to that, but if it's anybody that I got faith in this organization, it's Yurachek. I mean, the boy been knocking it out of the park since the day that he took over from whatever shorty name was. I forgot her name, Chrome's Peoples or something crazy.
Yeah,
I thought
But
Jeff
that's
he
who
was
came
hired. That's
in.
who hired Chad Morrison.
Was it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's who
Cromer
hired Chad
Peoples.
Morris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a stand-in AD. I forgot her
Oh, that's
name,
right.
but yeah. So ever since he been here, he been hitting the game, hitting the ground rolling. He got all of our sports competing at the top level. Football is his last piece. Like, so I believe in Yurachek.
Yeah,
Well,
I do
my
too, and that's why I asked that question.
my deal, Marlon, is this: if having somebody on your speed dial means that 3 years ago or 4 years ago, you probably also had that person on your speed dial and he didn't want to come.
Mm.
So at that point, I don't even think having someone on a speed dial is really going to be relevant because I mean, how are you going to what carrot are you going to dangle?
I
I'm gonna
mean,
tell
but
you
look
like
at this
this.
though, G. We got it's a better sale now because we
Mm.
got a good basketball coach. We got a good baseball coach. Like you can now sell that. Hey, this the last piece. If you do this, this fan base rocking with you forever.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go with it because you got to think about it like this: the program is in a better situation than it was 4 years ago. Like we were literally the laughing stock of college football. But I mean, to be honest with you, for what Sam Pittman is and what he did in that first year, it was a blessing because it could have been a lot worse. It could have been more of the same. The one thing that's saving him right now is the fact that he won some games, some big games in his first 2 years. But now it's starting to level out, and like, and he doesn't have anybody to really lean on because he had Barry Odom that first year. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I really do feel like because Barry Odom has had head football coaching experience in the SEC, he leaned on Barry Odom a lot that first year, and it showed. In that second year, I feel like he felt like he was more comfortable, so Barry Odom backed off a lot more, and that's when we started to see a lot of the miscues as far as losing games we were supposed to win, and that's pretty much where the inconsistency came from for me. But now that Barry Odom is completely gone, there is nobody he can lean on. So I feel like he's done a good job getting the program back to respectability. But now we're at a place where we can't afford to take any steps back because we got Texas coming next year. We got Oklahoma coming next
Oklahoma.
year. They
Mhm.
expanding the playoff to 12 teams where we would actually have a chance to start making some real noise. Like, we got to get on the good foot immediately.
Wait,
And
they
like,
they
right,
actually approved the playoff expansion?
oh yes, sir. That's going down next year.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's get crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And like, this year would have been a prime year, bro, because the SEC is down. Like, we had
Yeah.
we were the one team that everybody knew what was gonna be consistent. And now we're the biggest surprise in college football because we're not doing anything anybody expected us to do. That's the crazy part to me.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that. Man, I can't argue with that at all. This was supposed to be set up as the year that we had an opportunity to at least win the West.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We could have at least won the West and went to the SEC championship against maybe Georgia, maybe Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? One of those teams.
Yeah.
But hey, Kentucky looking good over there in the East, bro.
Man,
Who
but
would've-
that
who
man
would've
been at
thought
that
that?
program for like 20 years too.
Who would have
You
thought
know what I'm
that?
saying?
Who would have thought Kentucky would have been? What are they, 4-0?
Yeah, I think they're just
So-
undefeated right now.
It's gonna be a
So-
big game because they playing another undefeated team this weekend. I think they playing.
Who
they
do
playing
they
Georgia.
play this weekend?
Are they playing Georgia? Or Missouri?
Yes. Kentucky
They
plays
might
Georgia.
be.
Okay. So that's gonna be a good game.
But-
That'll be a big game.
It's gonna be a great game because Georgia does not look like they're untouchable right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look
Fact.
like Alabama did 2 years ago, where like you could see the kinks in the armor, but they were still pulling wins out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's coaching.
Like
That you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's
Mhm.
coaching.
Yeah.
Like, whenever your personnel doesn't necessarily match up the way it's supposed to, that's, like you said, bro, that's when coaching comes in, dog. Like,
Mhm.
Sam Pittman is he's not a head football coach. He doesn't have the grit. He has the heart. He does
Mhm.
not have that dog in him, man. You got to be a dog to be a head
Gotta be a-
football coach.
You really do.
You
And
gotta-
you
Yeah.
not care what nobody else got to say. I don't
Yup.
want to run that. You run this.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I mean,
Yes,
that's
sir.
you have to have that type of mentality because
And we have never outcoached a team since the Pittman era has began. Name one game where you can be like, nah, we just strictly outcoached them. It's not one.
There is not one. Yeah, there is not
Hey,
one. And
Do you remember those first couple of games where Sam Pittman actually admitted that he was outcoached?
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like,
He still say
He's
it
saying
to
that
this
every
day.
week.
Yeah.
we said,
he's saying that every
we
week.
just got outcoached by Kent State.
Bruh.
Hey man,
What you mean?
I want to bring on the line, man. We got MJ here on the phone line. MJ, do we fire Sam Pittman if we get mollywopped this weekend?
No, we don't fire Sam Pittman.
We don't?
Greg should know MJ real good on here. No, we don't fire MJ. But
Oh,
can you
that's my
believe
cousin.
that?
What up, Mario Jones?
What's up? Can you believe that we had a chance to pick up Norvell and Deion Sanders and we passed on them in the interview
Bro.
process? You guys know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know why though?
I mean,
And the next question I have is,
Go ahead.
well, the next question I have is, you guys are talking about who we should get as coach on there. We need a young guy. I agree with you guys. We need to get some flair. I agree with you guys. We need to pull somebody from Sanders' squad, Deion Sanders. We need to pay somebody. They've been around the action. They know what it takes to build. We need to bring somebody from his squad to the Razorbacks.
Mm.
I mean, everybody on his squad he took from somebody else's squad. So I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he making sense. I mean, I agree with what he's saying. It's going to take a young coach that's got some fire in him and knows how to appeal to this younger generation.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you don't appeal to the people that you're trying to recruit these days, man, you're gonna be out of there. So I agree with you, cuz I really do.
I think one thing that
Yeah.
you may not be considering is Deion Sanders is loved by a lot of cats, man. A lot of people love Deion Sanders, including the kids that he's recruiting. So if you look at what Jackson State has done since he left, they just 3-2. It ain't like they just 5-0 and they blowing cats out. Deion gets the cream of the crop because of who he is. Kids want to come play for him. Now, if we take somebody from Deion's squad and bring them to the halls, they'd be like, I don't know Oliver. I don't want to play for him. I want to play for Deion.
Right.
I don't want to play for Oliver. So he got to come and prove himself, and he got to go get. And he got to definitely win on coaching, not his name, because he ain't getting the big recruits.
Okay.
And something else I'll add
How
to that
about
too
Eddie
is
George?
Eddie George ain't got no really
Eddie George,
the running back. You know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
my question.
You
to
gotta
y'all with
take
that
a
is-
chance.
My question to y'all with that is, do y'all think the fan base would give him enough time if it's not a big name like that?
And that's the scary part.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this the thing about us though. It's not that our fan base just eat coaches alive, which we almost kind of do, but we eat our coaches alive because they're not good at the stuff that they say they're gonna be good at. Be good at one thing and we'll ride with you. If you a defensive coach, have a good defense. If you an O-line coach, kill the O-line. If you Chad Morris and you come in from Clemson with Trevor, bring in a Trevor Lawrence and have a great offense. We just can't have people that don't stand on their word.
What do y'all think about Barry Odom?
To do what? Clean the toilets?
Disgusting. No. Oh.
That's all
No.
we gonna get. That's all we need.
No.
Clean some toilets
No.
out here.
No, but I don't agree with Barry Odom. He had his shot on the hill.
Man,
He did.
Yeah,
I had to throw that out there.
Man. Marlon over there drinking the wrong Kool-Aid.
boy,
Nah,
he ain't got.
I
no
don't know
sugar.
who
he
else.
ran out of sugar in his Kool-Aid.
Man.
We don't want him.
so that's over.
Bring back
Man.
Houston Nut, man. Come on, SUP sup? No, sir. That ain't happening. That is not happening, man.
Norvell. Yeah, Norvell ain't coming to Arkansas.
Nah, he ain't leaving Florida State. He got something good
Nah.
going down there right
Yeah.
now.
It ain't no point in leaving. Ain't no
What
point
about
in leaving Florida
What
State.
about Dabo?
You think he ready to leave Clemson? If he is, sign me up.
They on the downslide right now. And the one thing about Dabo is that he don't want to hit the transfer portal, and that's pretty much his downfall right now. He's legitimately saying that he's not gonna go get any transfer players. He's gonna recruit and he's gonna develop. That's
So
where
why
he's
would we?
falling off.
So why would we want that coach?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I was just throwing it out
If-
there because
If
he's
he already telling you he giving you his Achilles,
that's a good point. You right?
why I want him? You gonna
And
bring
then
that
I
same
think-
mentality here? No, we don't need that.
And us Arkansas fans, we gotta check ourselves too. Like, this job really not a step up like we think it is. Like we want to say, oh, the SEC is this. Come. Nobody. I don't know. I'm listening to the rest of the world talk about us, and like, I'm not hearing much. Like, I don't think this is a step up to anybody. I see people saying get the coach from Florida State. Florida State has won a lot more than Arkansas, past, present, and future. Clemson has won a lot more than Arkansas, past, present, and future. Like, I don't even know where we go from here, because I'm starting to really realize, like, dang, I just love this state so much, and I believe that SEC hype so hard that I thought that everybody would want to come to the SEC. The SEC not even the best conference in football this year, so it's tricky right now.
I agree with that. I mean, it can be one of
bottom line
those
is, you
jobs,
guys-
but it's not.
What you say?
Yeah.
Cuz,
We're going to have to go outside of the box to get a coach. You're
Facts.
not going to get a big name coach in Arkansas, period. You're going to have to go outside of the box. You're going to have to use your resources, and you're going to have to pay somebody.
Man, that's what they don't want to do. They want to pay Arkansas wages, basically, for coaches. They want to pay Arkansas wages when the cost of living in Arkansas is much cheaper. So I'm not going to pay you the $10 million, buddy. I can give you 6 though. Man, kill yourself. Kill yourself. I need the 10. Run me my money. Run me my money. Hey, I'm just saying, it says Eno shows up. The best quarterback in the SEC is trash. Best stable of running backs can't run. Offensive line can't block, run, or pass. Wide receivers can't get open. It was an emotional hire, and Enos cost Sam his job.
No lies detected.
I agree.
That's a great take. That's
It
a great
is.
take. I can't even lie.
That's why I left it up. I'm like, oh, I like this. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Like radio,
no.
that's a good one.
Yeah, no. No lies detected on that, man. I mean, but he when he hired Enos, that's because he couldn't find nobody else. He couldn't find anybody else willing to come, and his backup was up against the wall because he had to make a hire before they started, in that recruiting class. So they had to try to get somebody in there. That's and so he knew what he went with what he was familiar with.
Yeah.
So all in all, I think we're in trouble. Hey, MJ, what you think we're gonna do this weekend? What's your prediction?
We're going to lose by 11.
Dang, 11? Are we gonna
11.
are we gonna make it a shootout, or is it gonna be a low scoring game? I mean, are we gonna score in the 20s? What you think?
No, it's going to be a low-scoring game. Sam is changing that offensive line around, moving people around. Them boys got to feel a little nervous. They're going to play a little better, hold the score until the second half.
Really?
I just want to cut y'all off real quick because I can't believe y'all really falling for this moving the O-line around gonna make the team better in week 5 stuff. That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. Y'all think putting somebody in a brand new position in the middle of the season gonna make us magically better? I can't see it. I could be wrong though.
I
don't see
agree
that
with
either.
you. I'm a Razorback fan. Totally, I agree. But sometimes you got to pull on a person's coattail and get a little fear in them, and you can get a little dog out of a cat sometimes. It's the old saying. So I think we're gonna get some dog out of the cat for about a half.
So
Man.
do you think Chris Wells should get some PT?
I'm not sure about that one right there. You guys putting a lot of negativity on KJ, but you could put Sanders in the Deion Sanders' son back there as the quarterback, and with that offensive line, he's gonna look like garbage too.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we're not putting negativity on KJ. I'm just saying what we see.
I was watching.
Arkansas' problem is not the players; it's the coaches. It's been the coaches. Whenever you see for the last 5 years, the secondary is 5 yards away from the receivers in the TV screen on there. It's coaching on there. It's all coaching right there. Whenever you see KJ not reading the plays right coming out of the huddle right there, it's coaching on there. It's no accountability up there. And it hasn't been any accountability up there. That's all coaching.
That's all coaching. Maybe it can't be all. I mean, it could be on the coach because of the play they calling, not playing to the strengths of their defensive players. But if you call a man defense and you know you got guys out there that truly can't play man, what do you expect? You have to expect that they gonna get beat.
Yep.
It's simple as this. Guys, you guys didn't play sports before on there. If I'm a 4-3 player, a 4-2 speed, and the guy across from me is a 4-3 speed, there's no way in heck I'm gonna let him outrun me by 10 yards, no matter what the play is, man to man, zone, whatever you call it, right there. It's fundamentals. When they're coming off the block, they're not touching the man. On your own defense, you're at a disadvantage immediately on there. You have to put your hands on the man to slow him down for a second. That's in basketball or football. The offense has an advantage off the snap. They know where they're going immediately. When you watch the Razorbacks in man-to-man coverage, they never touch the receiver coming off the line.
Because they're not
real.
playing press coverage though. You can't touch a man if you're not playing press coverage. Most of the time they're standing 7 yards back, and like you say, a 4-2 guy is going to run past a 4-2 guy because he's got
with that said, that's coaching. That's the coaching. The coach won't put you 7 yards back at a disadvantage. You're at a disadvantage immediately. And when you're 7 yards back and a guy's running at you full speed and you got to take off from that, you're lost immediately. That is coaching.
You can't catch
on there.
That's fact.
I've watched that for 5 years. It's coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Who on our defense running a 4-3? Because all I see is 4-5s. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Man, they don't give 40 times. They give miles per hour around here.
Yeah, they're miles per hour.
yeah, these boys running 22 miles per hour around here, man. You got to calculate that. Yeah, you got to calculate that one, my G.
Yeah, I need a.
Hey man, y'all got the stat sheets up there, man. I know y'all see some 4-3s on that paper.
Bro, they don't put those out no more. They really don't.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even put 40 times out, man.
Hey Marlon, we're gonna let you go, man. We appreciate you coming on the show. We got
All
some
right,
other cats that
fellas,
want to
man.
get on the show, man. We appreciate
All
you
right,
calling.
y'all have
Hey,
a good night, man. It was
All
fun.
right, Marlon,
Thanks,
good to
man.
talk to you, brother. All
All
right,
right.
cuz, you go.
Awesome show.
All right, appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Oh, Marlon
man,
gone
they-
too. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Man, they
cool.
don't got no. I mean, like I
Them was
said,
some great callers.
there's no real press coverage anymore. You know, I haven't seen any press coverage. So
Our DBs just not physical, period. Like, it's two things that scare me about our DBs. One, they never can put their hands on somebody. If you look at all them plays, Singletary got burnt in LSU, it was like he tried and he got hit with a move and it was to the house every time. Like, it was disgusting. And do y'all see how small our DBs look? They all look so tiny. Like, I could have sworn on paper we had some big boys, but I don't know what happened.
hey man, I meet the hogs on the DBs. I am embarrassed to go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if we had anything good to say about him because we really didn't know him.
We didn't know him, but now that I know him, I want to do that one again. It will be. I'm telling you, we'd be rotisserie.
Bruh. I mean, but it's the cats that we ain't saw, man. Like Keon, we really ain't seen. We seen Keon get burnt one time.
Keon
Keon Jackson Johnson
Stewart.
from TCU. I can't
Stewart.
remember his last name.
Keon Stewart.
Stewart, yeah. So yeah, and then we thought Walcott was gonna be that guy, but he really ain't that guy. He always out of place. I'm like,
Getting work.
man, I'm like, this dude suck, man. Out. I mean, he ain't really got like burnt, but he ain't made no plays. He ain't did nothing, and he be out of place all the time. I'm like, what is Walcott doing? And then you know, I ain't even gonna say that, but you know, his mother would like us to put some respect on his name by calling him by his real name.
His real name,
which is Alpha Waheem. Man, he better be glad we ain't gave him a nickname yet.
Oh yeah.
So right now we gonna call him Alpha, man. Yeah. But
we're gonna call him Alpha. He gotta earn that real name from us.
But I got somebody on the back line, man. They want to come through. We got Scout King Refugee in the building. Hey, Scout, let me ask you a question, man. How do the Hogs fix the Hogs?
For this season or for the future?
Both.
Okay, for this season, man, we just gotta start putting some of the young bloods in because, like I say, after this about the time to do it mid-season because the old opponents just ain't kicking no more.
So for this season, you say scrap everybody who we thought they was, and put in the young boys and let them get some PT.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Especially if I was the coach and I know I'm on the hot seat, I might have one more season to fix it. I might well go and get started on my young bucks.
But if he does that not really just guarantee that the season is a wash and we may not win any more games?
No, I mean it don't mean that. It just according how as a head coach you come to your players and be direct with them and tell them that this is what we finna get ready to do. See what I'm saying? Y'all had 6 games to do this and do that. That we finna find out in the next couple games in this next 6-game run, can these youngsters hang? But y'all seniors, y'all get ready to get back in here because y'all still got film to play to go for the pros if that's what y'all trying to do. So don't feel bad, man. I told you from the beginning of the season, our number one goal is to win games.
Right.
Well, that ain't happening.
So Scout King, man, I'm gonna ask you another question, man. Before we move on to what you think that we can do next year. What do you think about? Oh, let me bring that down. Okay, cool. What do you think about number 27 on the defense, Pooh Paul? Tell me what you think about this guy, man.
Okay, he's a backup player. He plays good in backup roles. He looked like that's his max. That's his max deal. You know what I'm saying? He's a good beat player that comes off the bench, giving probably about the third series, slap him in there. He'd be ready to go. He's not a starter.
So why
He's undersized. He played like a running back.
Why do you think Greer isn't playing?
Cause of Pooh Paul.
But is he better than Pooh Paul though? Or were they just both bums?
Yeah, he better than Pooh Paul.
So why do you think he ain't on the field then?
He better than
I disagree.
Pooh Paul.
So DZ said he disagreed with you. DZ said he disagreed. So I want to hear it. That's all. Go for it, DZ.
So let me tell you why I kind of see why Antonio Greer wasn't in the games like that. Hey, man, y'all got to go back and watch some film, man. So this the thing. Would you rather have a linebacker who a little undersized, ain't just the greatest, but can run fast in the mug, or have a big stiff dude who do almost the same thing? Like, don't get me wrong. Antonio Greer thing is he at least will be around the ball. I give him that. Pooh Paul, he gonna miss the first tackle or do something crazy with his first step, but he got enough speed to recover. So it's almost like pick your poison with them too. Because Antonio Greer, it was a couple of plays I'm looking at. I'm like, what are you doing? Like overrunning, getting blocked by everybody. Pooh Paul kind of the same way, but at least he got enough speed to recover. Greer just make big plays because he always around the ball, and I give him that. But I can't say he better than Pooh Paul. Pooh Paul is a lot less than what I expected, but I have seen some stuff with Greer where I'm like, oh man, I know you didn't just do that. So I don't know.
I ain't seen him on the field very much, to be honest with you. And every time I do see him on the field, he making a big play.
Yeah.
So Scout King, one more question. How do we fix next year?
Okay. Next year,
do we fire Pittman? Do we keep Pittman?
Well, if it's up to me, I'll go get a year in front of everything, and I'm going to get my first choice, my first personal choice. I'm going to get Urban Meyer, and my second choice is like Big Hog. I mean, Big what y'all say his name? Big Boss.
Boss Hog.
Yeah, the one was on y'all about the stats and stuff. I go get my second pick. I go get Chris Peterson. They'll be my first two picks I go for. Because, like
Who
I
is Chris
said,
Peterson? Where
nobody
he
should
from?
have a
So,
problem.
Who was
with
Chris Peterson? Who was that?
Nobody. That's the coach from Washington.
Okay, I thought that's who you were
Ah,
talking about.
okay.
And can I explain something?
Yeah, go for it.
And see, Chris Peterson would be the perfect fit for Arkansas. Over Urban Meyer is almost the same, but Chris Peterson will fit Arkansas because he come from Boise. He was one of the first coaches started knocking down D1 programs out of Boise, knocking them down. See, and Arkansas is kind of like a Boise of the SEC. So he'll come right in and fit perfectly and have our program like a real football team. It won't be kind of like individual playerism. All right, but nobody should still have a problem with the third most winningest coach in college football history, Urban Meyer. So who else you go get? Because I told you, NFL is not going to get it done. They don't like to recruit college players to the school. NFL coaches don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got you. So you say we
You got
make a
some
run?
good-
Yeah,
That's
make a
what
run.
it takes.
Yeah, absolutely. He said we make a run at Chris Peterson. I don't know why he would leave Washington, the program he built, to come to the Hogs. But I mean, it's the SEC, so if he could do it, hey, and they want to make it happen, make it happen. Isaac Clark says y'all decided Greer better. Let me respond to this comment. Y'all decided Greer better than Poole just because of one pick six. How you really know Greer better? We don't know. That's what we were saying. We don't know if he is or if he isn't. All I know is I see the back of number 27 chasing players more than I see him back there actually tackling players. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
we ain't saying he better. We just saying, is he better? We don't know.
Yeah.
It ain't far. I tell y'all that. I'd rather go with the fast guy. But then again, I don't even know, man. At this point,
I just want to see him get some PT, man. I mean, when he's in the game, he's making plays. Let's put him in the game more often. Let's see if he can make some plays, man.
definitely.
That's all I'm
I agree.
saying. Scout King, you got anything else you want to say to us, boss?
For us what?
Anything, man. You can say whatever you want to say, boss. I'm gonna let you have the flow for the next 2 minutes.
Okay. I kind of just want to say, man, I kind of called everything out week 2 what was gonna happen in this season, and it's coming to fruition. I don't know if you went back to look at the tape, Oliver, when I said the season was gonna turn into a debacle. I said best case scenario, Pittman go 8-4 to save his job, because that will save his job. I said anything under that, which we head to after this weekend, which we might lose this game, but like I said, we might beat Alabama because Alabama offense is just as constipated as ours. So that might turn out to be a good game. And that might just save his season, no matter what else happens.
Yeah. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you giving us those takes, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. You welcome anytime, man. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, man, that's Scout King refugee, man. He said he the #1 scout in the state of Arkansas, man. He need to get a paycheck, man.
He said he's the best unknown scout, is what he said.
Okay, you're right. He absolutely said that.
Man, I just want to. I heard a lot of people saying something that he just said at the end. A whole lot of our fans are under this impression that we're going to hang with Bama. And I want to tell y'all right now, get that out of y'all head, man. This same Bama team, just because Bama having a down year, we having a downer year. Trust me. Like, this same Bama team y'all think we going to hang with beat this Ole Miss team that we scared of coming into this week. Like, let's not get it confused. Bama might be down to like a 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, but we down to like a 3-4 out of 10 right now. So I would just caution anybody who think we just going to, I don't know. I don't know. It's scary to me right now.
What up, DJ Hall? We see you, baby.
Hey man, let me do this real quick, man. I got people in the waiting room. Hold on, we coming to get
Tell
you.
them come
man.
on then. Who's that
What they do,
knocking at the
man? What's up,
window?
man?
What's going on?
Ah,
Hey, that's
nobody
Dr.
knows.
Dre. What's going on with you?
What up, Dr. Dre?
Hey, man, trying to make it through the season, man. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough waters, man.
Absolutely, man. How you feeling about these Hogs, man? What you think if we get mollywopped this weekend, man? Are you done with the Hogs?
All right. Well, I can't be done with them, unfortunately. I tried that before; it didn't work out. But I always come back. But like, I think it's like a 2-week prediction. I don't think it's 1 week's gonna be the whole story. I think if we lose both these games with Ole Miss and Alabama, and we get embarrassed in either one of them, if we look terrible in either one of these games, like against A&M, where we got those defensive touchdowns, let's say we don't get those, we don't get that help, and it's 40-6. I think they may not fire him immediately, but that's it. That the story's over. It don't matter what's done the rest of the season. I mean, at best we could be 7-5, but like if we lose like that, that's not happening.
I agree. We got Biz in the building, but he got us looking at the fan.
Man, I'm working.
Oh,
Man, I'm doing some work.
Hey, man, we got an Arkansas Hall of Famer
I'm doing
in the
some
building.
honeydew. I'm doing some honeydew.
We got an
what's
Arkansas
up,
Hall of Famer in the building. If you don't watch
What's going
track,
on?
you
What's
may
going
not
on?
know the man on the screen, but we got Biz Randy Coleman, a Hall of Famer. What
What's up? What's up, fellas?
definitely tapped into the hill, man. Talk to us. Let us know if we get mollywopped this weekend, man. Is it time to
Well,
let Pittman
man,
ride?
listen. Well, let me answer the first question first. I think we're gonna win this weekend. First of all, I do. I'm the one that said we're gonna be 10-2 at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
I'm the one that said we're gonna 10-2 at the beginning of the year. So now, obviously, that's not gonna happen. I think we're gonna win this weekend. I think we're gonna surprise some people. Gonna win this weekend, and I think we're gonna have a hell of a season going from here on out. That's my thought. I think because at the beginning of the year, we all knew Arkansas had a better team than this. I don't think there's nobody on this phone thought Arkansas was going to win anything, was going to win less than 7 games. Am I right?
No, nobody
Right.
said that. Everybody, 75,
Right. So
9
you're
and 3,
5 and above, right?
11
right.
and 1.
So they have it's the same exact players, the same exact coaches. It's time for them to wake their tail up. I know it's a family show. They're going to wake their tail up and play like Houston Nutt say, play hard, play like a Razorback. Period. I think that this is going to be a pivotal game. I think Sam knows this. I know Sam probably listened to all the comments people are saying and saying, hey, man, my job's on the line, etc. They're going to try to win this game to save Sam's job. Those guys are playing right now more than just for a game. They're trying to play themselves into the NFL, trying to play themselves to another NIL contract, trying to play themselves into possibly to a portal. Sam trying to play himself to another extended contract. This game is pivotal in so many ways. And I think we're going to win this weekend. Now, how far? I have no idea. But I honestly think they're going to win this weekend. Probably, I would say about 3.
So you truly feel like the team hasn't given up on them?
I don't think the team's giving up. Think about it. Everybody who's probably played, right? Do you give up during adversity? I got 3 national championship rings, baby. I ain't never gave up. So that's what it's all about to me. You have to be able to play up. Those guys are not trying to play to lose. They're trying to play to win because they know if they're going to go into the transfer portal, they have to look good when they transfer. They can't be out there getting burnt by 15, 20 yards, backpedaling. They have to play themselves into a transfer portal. And I'm not going to, if I'm a coach somewhere else, I'm not going to look at the film and say, man, you got burnt 3 times. Why do I want you? Why do I want to give you an out of contract? These guys are trying to play themselves into a bowl type of game and to an opportunity to play at the next level and to an opportunity to play for somebody else's team. That's what I think. Now, as far as go ahead.
So, Biz, let me ask you this. You said that this is a pivotal game. This game was not LSU a pivotal game? Was not the BYU game and the A&M game pivotal games?
The BYU game was a winnable game. That was a win. The LSU game, people just called it a loss. Everybody just said, hey, we thought it was going to be a 75 or above, right? So we already counted LSU possibly as a loss. This Ole Miss game is pivotal right now because of the fact where it stands in the season. Oh, I just lost my phone.
Hey, let me read this super chat real quick. Shout out to Jeremy Robinson. From a real source, Coach Prime was interviewed.
Yeah.
We know.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
we know he was. We know that.
I mean, is he saying he was interviewed after or like last year? I'm trying
Before
to
he
figure out. We
got
know
the
he got
job.
an interview before he took the job at the
Colorado.
other school at Colorado.
Yeah.
No,
It was
before he took the job at Jackson State. But
Yeah.
the Hogs wasn't gonna hire Dion because he had no coaching experience. So we
No
do
coaching experience.
none.
Yeah.
So that's probably the reason he didn't get the job. Now, hindsight 2020, should we have hired Dion? Probably so.
Yep.
But at the time, they didn't know what Dion could do as a coach. They knew what he could do as a player. So he went to Jackson State. He proved what he can do as a coach. Now he in Colorado, proving again what he can do on the FBS level. Now, is he gonna leave Colorado to come to Arkansas? I mean, would you leave
Nah.
Denver to come to Fayetteville? Because Boulder
Nah.
is like right outside of Denver. I mean, I don't know about
Nah.
y'all, but if I live in
Man.
Denver and you tell
I'm
me
not
I gotta
coming
come
to
to
Arkansas.
Fayetteville,
I'll be mad.
yeah,
Keith
I
said,
don't know about that, dog. I just don't know about
Yeah.
that.
I ain't coming. Biz, appreciate you
Yeah,
tapping in, man.
Fayetteville nice for Arkansas standards.
Yeah, absolutely. It's beautiful for Arkansas.
You know what I'm
standards.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, it ain't-
absolutely.
Don't worry,
It
NBA, like it.
Yeah.
So
Take a trip out west and go to and go to Boulder. Go
Yeah.
and see what that's. I mean, it's a beautiful city. Beautiful.
So Dre, let me ask you a question, man. Who is your most disappointing player and your most disappointing coach this year for you?
Man, I have to say Dan Enos, because I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of high, and it's maybe a little delusional, a little like kind of remembering the last time Razorbacks were, at least decent. But I thought surely, because he's coached multiple NFL quarterbacks, I thought surely we'd be able to come in and score points. And the question coming into the season was the defense. That was the question. We're coming in with the young guy we're not sure of, et cetera, et cetera. But then we turn around and we're 5 weeks into the season and the script is completely flipped. The offense is the problem. And it's just stale, it's dead. And I'm going to be honest, the thing that I cannot get over, I can't figure it out. It's bothered me for so long. Why are we doing 4th and 1 out of shotgun? We have a 250-pound, 6'4" quarterback, and we going for it out of the gun, man. Come on.
Everybody
Be
asked that
real.
same question.
I know to us it probably seems weird, but
It's crazy.
from a coach's perspective, they probably know that he can't handle the snap. If you notice when we in that little play, when they down like when they got to score a little touchdown, he always looked real weird, and it's always a false start. We had 2 false starts on when that little weird play that they do when they got 3 running backs in the backfield.
See,
But doesn't that fall
I
on
half
coaching?
agree.
Tell us about it, Deezy.
Only because we probably don't remember this, but in Kendall Brown's offense on the goal line, he got under center a few times. It was a couple plays where he'd do a fake handoff, then throw it to Trey Knox over the line. We had fake jumps. Like, I don't think it's KJ. I think it's the O-line. I think they afraid that the O-line gonna jump for 1, and then 2, the boys don't got no push whatsoever. We ain't seen no push all season. We seen it the
Nah.
first half of the LSU game. That's it.
That was it.
I don't
And I agree with that
remember him
last
ever
point.
doing that. I don't remember
I
him.
agree with that
putting-
last point about the push. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I
but
said
if
I
we
don't
can't
remember
push-
that what he was saying.
Oh,
About
that
shotgun. I mean, under center with Kendall Browse. I don't ever remember him. I don't remember him doing under center at all last year. Ever.
It was only in the goal line. I'm gonna find some examples.
Hey man, we need the pictures. We need some evidence, man. We need that's like spotting Bigfoot. I don't remember that, dog. I don't remember that. I'm just saying. So Enos for you. And what player did you say?
I didn't say a player, man.
Okay.
The line.
He said the whole offensive line.
Oh, all 5 of them.
All 5 of them.
It-
Everybody.
I mean, what's 62? What's his dude name? I guess he could catch. He catch the blame.
Latham.
He gonna be
Latham.
one. He
Like,
can't go. Yeah, bro.
I'm surprised he ain't in the
'Cause
chat.
wasn't
He
he
usually
a-
be on here trolling.
Isn't he an upperclassman?
yeah, he's the captain of the.
Senior.
Captain, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. What's the deal?
Yeah,
He
he's
holding.
captain.
He's still holding somebody. That's what
I
he
mean,
do. Or
and the
on the
thing that
ground,
people
one or the
don't
other.
realize, bro, Ole Miss O-line and our O-line is so similar. People act like, oh, we don't got the right players. We don't got the right. Bro, O-line is about two things, dog. I think they got maybe 1 4-star on their O-line on Ole Miss, and the rest is 3 stars. And they blocking at Ole Miss. The thing about O-line is it's about technique and effort. That's it. If you got technique in your hips and your lower back and you know where your step's supposed to be, and then you just got that dog in you where I'm not finna let this dude push me back. That's all it takes for O-line. It's not some magic you got to be from this city to be. It's not that, man. Any O-line can work. You just got to have the right coach that's teaching technique, and then you got to have a coach that's going to pump them up to feel like they can play out of their body. And that's why I think that's all coaching. That's Kennedy.
Let me bring this. Now I don't again. This may be wrong because I don't think it's right when I said sacks allowed. I don't know if it's right. Sacks allowed. We allow 360. I know that's right for us. I don't know what it is for sacks allowed for Ole Miss. DZ, can you look that up for me, man? See if I'm wrong. I can't remember if I put the wrong thing on there. But I know they sacks allowed is up there as well. So I don't know, man. Their offensive line may be horrible, but the thing about it is,
they offense still moving.
Yeah, they
Hey,
offense moving
just
because
fin-
of play
hey.
calling.
I was just gonna say they looked pretty darn good last week against LSU.
What in our defense? Let's look at that. They get 3.4 sacks a game. We only get 2.8.
That's only 1 sack differential.
Bro, that's huge though. That's huge. That's a get off the field right there.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, yeah. It could be.
And we supposed to be top 50 in the nation, and that's all we can do.
Yeah.
That's all the sacks we can get is 2.8.
But like I told y'all before, I said this last week though. Remember, coming out of spring and fall ball, they were talking about these edge rushers. I can't even remember who were the edge rushers, DZ.
You talking about for us?
Mm-hmm. Who's the edge rushers? The bookends.
Trajan Jeffcoat and Landon Jackson.
Okay. Have we
you
heard
talking,
their
you talking about
names?
this year, right?
Yes. The bookends that we talked about that were supposed to be NFL prospects.
Yeah, that's them.
So we've gotten some hurries, yes, but we haven't got those, what we were thinking about when we think about bookend rushers. We thinking about a Parsons type of player that's he in their back pockets almost every down from every position. You can't block him. You can just try to push him out and around. That's it. We don't have that. I mean, we're getting some hurries. I'm not saying that we're not getting anything, but we're not getting that good edge rush from both sides that's opening up that middle for our exotic blitzes that T. Will has. So I don't know. I just hope we get it together. It's week 6, and I'm like Pittman. We're gonna try to mentor some of these positions and see if we can move some people around. Come on, man.
Man, listen to this. Ole Miss has only allowed 10 sacks all season for 50 yards of loss. We had 7 sacks just last game.
All 5 of them.
And they didn't play Bama, LSU. Like, they didn't play real teams. Like, imagine what our sack total gonna be after the Bama game. Come on now.
Hey man, I think that what the Hogs need to do is focus on one thing. If you're gonna run, then the offensive line, that needs to be your total focus the whole entire week. Run blocking. If you're gonna pass, then you need to scheme up some stuff to get the ball out of his hand quick. Not KJ, you can't sit back here burping the baby. You got to get off the ball. You got to let it go. Quick, fast, in a hurry. If your first read ain't there, check down. Get it to him. We don't care. We know you can't read 2-3 reads. We know you can't get to the third read. So we just need you to one read, he ain't there, check it down. You got to get the ball going.
Come on, man. That's why I hate this take that everybody be like, even if you put Shadur Sanders or Caleb Williams behind our O-line, they wouldn't be good. That's not true because they going to hit them check downs. They going to find somebody. Like, I disagree. Like, I completely disagree with that.
Yeah. Man.
Me too.
Dre, you got anything you want to add to us, man?
Man, 4-8. That's what I got. 4-8.
Ooh, Dre, I can't even. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you.
4-8.
I ain't gonna even hold you, man.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I came in 8-4 to 10-2. We in week 5. I'm talking 4-8 because we might have 5 by next week. Man.
Hey,
But
man.
let's say we
I'm
got
not trying
5.
to be negative. It's real.
Hey, I can't hold you. It's the barbershop. You said what you said.
Man. Like, we think we
Fingers
mad now. Wait
crossed.
till we lose to Missouri and Florida and like we think we mad. Just wait.
I can't lose to Missouri again.
Bro, if they lose to to them teams, man, and we don't make a bowl game, they're gonna quit selling gas cans in Fayetteville. I'm telling you, they're gonna take all the gas cans off the shelf. They're gonna take them all off the shelf, man. We ain't selling no more. You're gonna have to go to Fort Smith to buy gas. They're gonna cut all the pumps off. But they will burn the hill down, bro. You hear me?
Man.
Missouri 4-0 going into LSU.
Hey, you talk about a state that shot Nolan Richardson's horse and he won a national championship. You know what I'm saying? They shot it. Hey, man. I'm telling you. They done shot one of his horses up there.
Man.
He got the only championship on the hill.
The only one in the major sports. I got somebody trying to call in, but every time somebody call in now, the thing freezes. So I don't know what to do about that. I got to do some troubleshooting on that. So it finally work itself out, but I don't know what to do on that. So I may have to switch it up to just automatically accept people or something of that nature. But give me a second, it'll work itself out. Camo gang, give it a second. I mean, that's Sam Pittman calling in. Sam trying to get on the show.
Sam Pittman is hilarious,
man.
Telling
Dre, where you calling from, bro?
Man, you ain't gonna know the town. McCrory, Arkansas.
That's down south.
Where it's over there. It's like an hour from Memphis on the highway.
Wow,
okay,
man.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, I was planning on going to this Ole Miss game this weekend. I'm glad I ain't buy a ticket.
Bro, we going. Hey, me and DZ gonna be down there, bro.
Hey, man. I got a funny story just real quick. Like my first ever Razorback game. Never went my whole life because I stayed way over here on this side. It's like 4-hour drive, so that's just far. And I went to my first game. It's Chad Morris era. I bought these tickets in like August, and I'm like, man. I said, we ain't very good, but I said, we could beat North Texas.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. North Texas game, bro.
Bro, we had the same. 10. I was there, bro. That was my first game, too, bro. That's so crazy, bro.
Y'all had to witness
that. I was disheveled. I was defeated. Man, that was rough. That was rough.
Bro, all 12 of their fans in the stands was talking crazy.
Man. Oh, I sat right in front of one. I sat in front of one. It was a sad 4-hour drive home, man. Sad 4-hour drive home.
Man. Well, we appreciate you calling in, bro. Hey, man, we're going to try to do something, If not, it is what it is, man. We're gonna come on
Hey,
here
we can only
and we're
hope.
gonna talk crazy to him.
Well,
I'll holler at
But
y'all. Peace.
all right, man.
all
Have a
right,
good
bro.
All
one.
right, bro.
Man, it looks like we're gonna have to end the show, man, because it is not moving. And I know Sam keep calling in, but it's just freezing up, so I can't do anything. So
Well,
it's the app is just there. So G, take us out, baby.
well, man. Hey, little brother, you got something you want to say, man?
Man, hey, if any Ole Miss fans watching this, no matter how the game go, treat us right, dog. I don't want to have to fight out of the stadium. I heard about y'all, so show us a little love, show us a little compassion, and hey, man, we'll see y'all this weekend.
Yo, we'll see y'all this weekend. We just want to thank everybody. We appreciate everybody tapping in with us tonight, man, and talking about these Razorbacks. But first and foremost, man, we always got to show some love for our Uncle Clee. Man, he going through some things, man, and we with you. We love you, and we just praying for you, my friend. And also, all my homies, man, BIZ, appreciate you tapping in tonight, baby. The Hall of Famer. You heard what he said. He got 4 championship rings, man. That dude got records on the hill that'll never be broken.
He said 3.
DJs, he said 4. CFB is trying to take your shine. But man, hey, all my homies, man, DJ Sparky, QB4, all the homies down here, man. We seen y'all in the comments tonight. Moonshine ready. Yo, with that, I said what I said, baby. And we out.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Whoopin podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad. Big sexy.